Hello, all. It is Ant-Man 1793. It is your coach of the Nashville Needle Kings, and I'm bringing you live the Week 7 recaps because I'm slow with this shit, but we're getting places. So I will begin with my own game because I did not record a live game. I had way too many people around. I just had to play it in the corner by myself, sort of thing, making no noise. But we go and we learn. So up front is, as I said, we got Gwenderace versus Ant-Man 1793. And I will be going through the game promptly. So the Needle was an automatic lead. I knew that he couldn't kill one shot, and it was assault vested. So this flinch was big because I was living that. So then Tapu Lele comes in here and he reveals the Endure set, which was absolutely riveting because I was like, damn, this guy's going to get me. I get the minus special attack, even though it didn't really do absolutely shit for me in the long run. Like, I just ate that crap. Rotom comes in and eats the Dark Pulse. And now Almamola comes in, and I was panicking right here because in my calcs, this Pokemon, Sawsbuck, wasn't producing any moves, so I was just kind of sitting there shitting my pants. Like, I don't know what moves to predict. Because he did Trailblaze, and I'm like, damn, like, is this like the only thing that he gets? But it didn't hit as hard as I expected, but I did get the substitute away, and then I can make some moves. So I was a little shaky right here, kind of worried on what to do, but Trailblaze was not killing, and I could kill back with close combat. And then it kind of went right down there. Like, everyone, it was just, yeah. I get pain split off a bit. I think that very much helped me. And then this Dragon Darts, I knew I was living, so then I tricked and I managed to subdue the choice scarf Dragapult. Where's my music, man? Where's my where's my music? All right, I'm hearing it now. Like, it was always there, but I was just like freaking out that I couldn't hear it. Okay, so pain splitting up, getting Rotom healed as much as possible, and he fires off a Flare Blitz, and now Urshifu can kill basically everything. And I'm not that much scared, although I wasn't expecting a body press. That was definitely a niche bring because I was thinking safely that I could Sword Stance right in front of him. But he could not hit me with anything else, so then a Shadow Ball, a Nasty Plot Shadow Ball to all of these dudes did it. If you did any other move, were you killing? Because the fuck? Like, I was scared shitless that was like it for me. And then we finally get to the end here. So thank you, Winderace. You definitely had some interesting sets. I liked the Endure. I liked the body press. Everything was cool. Everything was cool. I can't deny. Okay, we are back, and I have Faultier Chunk versus the Detroit Fletchlings, Jigglypigs. And we got a good matchup here. We got Mega Delphox against the Rain team. And so let's see how this pans out for Mega Delphox. So knock off right off the bat for the Damp Rock, losing it for Pelipper, which is quite interesting. You know, it hasn't brought Damp Rock in, or it might be, if I'm not checking well, it looks like he hasn't brought it a lot. But now he's really going for the rain coverage. Even Okaberry under the rain. Probably still saved it. I mean, if it was just the oak, I think it was still dying. So Great Tusk comes in and has some nice pressure to him. And I think Jigglypuff is just trying to find something here, but now that the rain has stopped, he gotta be promised that hurricane will hit. Yep, and just like that, the hurricane has missed. Stone Edge going in. Where's the crit when you need it most? Accuracy is great for that move. Mega Delphox makes his way in and finally, oh, the crit on Ferrothorn. Timothy Chalamet also takes the hit down. Mega Delphox. Oh, okay. Priority with the Rillaboom is always nice against the Swampert and this rain team because you always got Grassy Glide to go up against. Now, 2 confusions after the hurricane is crazy. It is Swap Central right now. And Jiggly has no more rain, and it's just one more turn. Unless someone else has Rain Dance by chance. I think as long as Rillaboom is still alive, Faulty has an advantage still. But same goes, I think a late game Archaludon, but looks like he tanked that hit and he returned the damage. Alcremie comes in. Calm Mindset with an Electro does absolutely nothing. If he just has like one bad crit here, he might be toast. Damn. Okay, actually that was pretty good. So Alcremie finally takes the kill, and now who can respond? Ooh, 48% on the wave crash. And then the miss. But I don't think it mattered that much. Definitely set that up well, that 1.5 taking these wave crashes from Swampert. Wow, and Alcremie is sweeping the rest here. Didn't think the Sugar Loaf would do it. Good playing, Faulty. That is some good shit. Okay. Up next, we have Silly Goose University versus Seattle Sigilifts. Crack Nation versus Dashing Sceptile. And this is another good matchup. I think he just recently picked up Landorus, so I think the Intimidate should prove well. All right, Facade's cool. I really feel like that Calc. I don't know. I feel like that should have done some more damage. I think, in my opinion. Now, Biggie Smalls here has absolutely reign of the field. That Milotic is down. Besides the Blacephalon here, scarfed as usual. Oh shit, that guy was beefy. Yeah, Intimidate Landorus really shuts down Zora. But the Rapid Spin comes in. Oh, Reflect. Now with Prim, that's a pretty good combination. Let's see what he can do here. All right, Psyshock will still do it. Oof. Prim's looking pretty good here for the sweep. Dashing Sceptile is trying to find an opening here. Okay, Earthquake is doing some damn. Bang. Okay, Heavy Slam takes the kill. But we still have Blacephalon. He can't take another one. Oh, he's not scarfed. Shoot, this may come down to something. And then another rest. Here it goes. Now that it's not scarfed, that dude, yeah. Clefable actually. Clefairy, not Clefable, my bad. Clefairy makes the frickin' stage. Are you serious? That's insane. Twenty 25% damage. Oof. And then the critical. That's unfortunate. I think he can return right here. He has a chance if he's faster than everyone. I just don't know if he's going to make this kill. Holy crap. Oh, that was something. Oof, that was a good play-by-play right there. Ooh, that was a hoping for something there for body press to pull up. Hoping for body press to pull up. All right. Up next, we have No Big Feel versus Pepto. And I realized I didn't even have their teams up that whole last match. So apologies that they're, a little jumboed there. So we got No Big Feel versus Pepto. Let's get into it. Now I got the teams up so you can see shit. But I think I have it the opposite. Yeah, that's better. All right, high horsepower already takes the kill with Tapu Bulu is. Yeah, you got to remember that guy gets some good coverage. So now Pepto is out here in the corner, already down 1, and the burn though is pretty solid. But damn, does that guy hit hard regardless. He's probably choice banded. Or something to still hit with those stats. Never mind. All right, that is another 2 down. Now we just have the sand up. And he has to make use for it for another couple turns. Come on, you have some coverage, right? Perfect. Perfect. So now Iron Bundle comes in and gets the kill. Wouldn't you want him to swap Rotom into that or something? But he does get Freeze Dry, so I guess I see the point there. Damn, he still ate that? You should have... Yeah. Honestly, it was a little fall through just from that first Heatran loss of the prediction. Losing Tyranitar kind of early too kind of hurt. Needed that one to boost up some stuff, I felt like. But... Or to keep the seed from proccing the grassy seed that he had. That's what he... Yep, keep that from being procced. It could have been some good, better luck on your end. But good matches overall. Okay. Up next, we have Free Agency versus the Anchorage Avalugs. And let's get this going. Nope. Yep, let's get this going. So Free loves Hitmontop. I think someone gave it up, and Free picked it up on the end of week 6. I mean, now he could use it in week 7. And same with Sandaconda. But Anchorage Avalugs have been keeping strong with their homebrewed team since week 1, it seems. Honestly, you can't do wrong. I love that. I love this Petrant. So Shed Skin on the Sandaconda works out pretty well in his favor, getting it procced quite early. Oh wait, whoa. I gotta change the name. I've been doing so choppy lately. Alright, so he gets the rest up again. This rest is nice on Sandaconda with the Shed Skin. Yeah, this is a nice one. So they kind of just toss some damage. Toss some damage back and forth. And now we get Vaporeon to flip turn. And I think Greninja is in. I think it's the kill. Yes, we got the kill. Wait, is Hypnontop not Intimidate? What abilities does he have? Oh, he's probably Technician. And like getting the confusion sucks, but the Shed Skin probably worked out. Oh no, like it bounces out. So now it's pretty even between these two. They are dancing, as they say, and they're trying to figure out where the defense holes are going to come out from. Anchorage is finally layering some hazards onto the field. Come on. I always loved Goldango in past seasons. I think I drafted him twice. Free, don't doubt me. Oh, well, there goes Vaporeon to the hazards. And then there goes the rapid spin. I think this guy gets it too. Nope. Well, I don't think he brought it. If the snake gets it. This still feels like anyone's game. Yep, here comes the court change. Oof. Damn. Didn't even get to Mega Evolve. Alright, alright. Damn. Perfect. Never mind. Damn. Dude, Electivire kind of popped off there. Electivire kind of had its little groove right there. Can't lie. Can't lie. All right, last but not least, we have MVP versus Chicago Boltons. The Myrtle Beach Pelipers versus the Chicago Boltons. Okay. Last but not least, let's get this going. The Slowking, the Cyclizar, because you got triple axle that you got to be worried about. Tinglu, the impenetrable wall, comes in with the hazard setting, completely unfazed by the fact that Cyclizar is just chilling. All right, never mind. That worked. Scorch is interesting. I'm not 100% sure on. Yeah, okay. Definitely an interesting thing. Like, I don't think I've seen anyone draft Scorch before, but it got a kill and it's doing its thing. And a fire type that's neutral to ground is always pretty good, but 4 times weak to rock is iffy. Damn. Yeah, you do not want to get Ivy cudgeled. Yeah, like Buddy's literally getting cooked by the centipede out here right now. Now rocks are gonna come back up. Why in front of the metal? Why in front? What? Yeah, they did not do as much as they wanted to. Yeah, big 36% ain't moving. Dude, Sentis Gorge is honestly putting up numbers, and it just got drafted for the first time in decades, probably. Melmetal, if it figures itself out, may be able to put it up, but I'm not sure still. I think it's too damaged. Yeah, it's 37, and I don't... Yeah, it doesn't have any Drain Punch action. Fire Punch? Can you not have just gone with something a little bit more with Stab? Well, I guess you can. Mega Bomb to Snow is tanky as hell. Okay, Twisted finally gets its first kill. Dude, but this fucking Centipede is getting half these kills right now. Poison Jab. You're definitely scarfed or banded with these moves. Or not with these moves, just how you're swapping them out. You couldn't hit all of... Yeah. Yeah, I see what you needed to move the item, but I don't know if he was moving him out of there. So that was a tough play. That was a tough play, Twisted. But I respect the effort. I respect the hustle. So that wraps up week 7. And that is about it. I actually got this done in under 30 minutes, which feels quite impressive for me. So thank you all for watching and enjoy, because yeah, I got all 6 matches in, so woohoo! And I'll see you all next time.